was a fitting final day at the 2023 PDGA Tim Selinske U.S. Masters Disc Golf Championships. The final division of the day goes into overtime. That's what it took to crown all 21 champions today. Grant Zellner and Hayden Henry wrapping things up from Eugene. Hayden, was it everything you thought it might be?
Definitely was when it came to the action. And then you'll hear from a legend here shortly that really summed up this event. It's a celebration of friendship and Frisbee. And we're looking right over there. There's Tita Ugaldi and Sue Horn embracing in a hug, Jen Allen, Jay Redding. Everyone's having a great time. So the action was intense, but the fun and the community aspect was on display. And I think that's what Tim Selinske wanted.
For some divisions, it came down to the wire. For other divisions, it was a bit of a parade of sorts for their final round. Everybody getting a chance to celebrate. We caught up with a few of our champions moments after they came off the course to try to capture the emotion of the moment. Check this out.
For me, this one is big because of Tim. Tim is one that created this event, a Masters event, to be out there for people of our age to go and battle each other. And Tim, rest in peace, has passed away. So just for me personally, it's a big factor just for Tim. Also, just seeing all your friends, seeing everybody, especially the way these are combined, the way Worlds used to be combined, you see everybody, all age brackets, you know what I mean? So you're seeing Stancil Johnson, you're seeing people that are in the 80s out here playing. That's motivating to a lot of people.
With JB Bowersfeld, Burbank, California, let me start that over. With major champion JB Bowersfeld of Burbank, California, you are a major champion in the MA40 division here at the Tim Selinske U.S. Masters. How does it feel, me saying that maybe for the first time? You've heard your name.
If you got a great lens on that, you might be able to zoom into the goosebumps right here. But first, before I forget, Callie and Rebecca ran a great event, so thank you to them and all the volunteers and all the people that made this event possible. But yeah, it feels great. Got the little jitters on the back of the neck hearing it for the first time, and came out here and wanted to try and play clean, and was a great field. Had a lot of fun, and being able to take home a beautiful trophy like this just kind of makes it even better.
I just stuck with it, man, the whole time. Scared to death, trying to play safe, trying to be aggressive all at the same time, and just hoping it worked out.
You're a long way from home. What is it about the event that compelled you to make the long journey from South Texas all the way to Oregon?
All this beautiful landscape. It's the prettiest place I've been in my life. Camp Serene was just magical. And there'll never be another event like it.
It seems like camaraderie is a big part of these PDGA majors, especially at the Masters level. A lot of competition, but a lot of friendships and a lot of relationships that go back a long time.
Yeah, I would agree. We had a great vibe on the card yesterday, awesome vibe today, so we were excited to get to play together again today.
Will you be playing in any more PDGA majors coming up anytime soon?
Is Worlds a Masters? Or World Masters?
There is a Masters Worlds, yes,
I will be in Flagstaff.
There you go.
If that counts.
All right. A defending champion going and trying to secure a second major in the calendar year. It's been done before. Maybe Janae can do it again.
And this course, I love this course. It's so beautiful and technical, and it had something for everybody, right hand, left hand. No rollers, which is a blessing for me. But it was just a great round, and the guys I played with were just pleasant. It was really nice. We just enjoyed being in each other's presence. I like golfing with all the older guys.
Well, I can't help but think about Tim when playing this event, and I feel very fortunate that I considered Tim a friend, and he helped me very much in the beginning years. He actually purchased the very first van that I toured in through Innova, and he was just such a wonderful human being.
The course is very challenging. Is bring you to need to play a base round. You need to you need to hit the gap. You need to throw far. You need to have a good putt because it's like it's so windy too, and also technical course. They have everything out here. Is when it's just very good weekend. So
pretty much what I'm trying to do out here is inspire people and keep people pushing and trying to get better at disc golf, push the game, and I feel like I'm trying to do that playing in the Open and everything, and you just keep trying and I tell people in my clinics all the time, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. So work hard, do whatever it is that you love, work hard at it, and it'll become easier and become more fulfilling for you. So get out there and work hard.
Very surreal feeling, very similar to throwing that albatross in a few years back. Just kind of one of those things you don't believe that it actually happened when it's done. It's just a long journey to get to this point. It feels really good.
How was it out there shooting the round today with Kayla Viska, among others, right on your tail? Kale shooting a very hot round, 10 under par, caught you in the end.
Yeah.
What was that like, hole by hole? What were the emotions?
Extremely stressful. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I like that open course at Circle Bar a bit more. Honestly, it's more my style of golf. I mean, the woods tend to punish me. It seems I'm not the luckiest golfer in the world, so I was a little anxious coming in. I was trying to keep my energy in the right place, and Kale started out so hot, and I just had to keep reminding myself, just weather the storm. It's gonna happen. I expected these guys to come after me, and you just kind of had to hang on, man, and just try to enjoy the ride, stay in the moment, just keep believing in myself that I could execute, and hopefully at some point catch on a rhythm and get to going. And eventually it caught on, and just enough at the end. Yeah, it was crazy, man. They were all playing so good, and every little crack that would open, it was like a quick little sigh of relief. Okay, I can take a little breather and reset, recalibrate, and come back strong the next shot.
And now we'll hear from another legend in disc golf, Mark Horn, who talks about Tim Selinske, the namesake of this event.
Greetings to all of you at the 2023 Tim Selinske Championships. Just wanted to give you a little history on PDGA 2026, which is Tim Selinske, and for which this tournament is named. I first met Tim when he was a teenager. We played at Lacey Park, and we played all of the Frisbee disciplines at the time. DDC, self-caught flight, discathon, distance, disc golf. We did it all at Lacey Park, and Tim was just an excitable young fella. And then we decided to go to a overall tournament in Arizona, and his mom wasn't going to let him go with us because he was going to miss church. So we promised we would make sure he went to church when we got to Arizona, so she said okay, and she trusted us with her son. And we got to Arizona, but Tim did pretty well, and he made it into the final, so it was a conflict with church. And Frisbee won, so he played and did rather well. And then moving forward with the forming of the International Frisbee Association, and based in Whammo in San Gabriel, and Tim became the face of that organization because they had the store at Whammo, the factory store, and Tim networked all over the country selling discs out of that store. And so he got to know everybody in the disc golf world throughout the country at the time, and a little bit throughout the world. And then Innova became the company in '83, and they stole Tim away from Whammo. And then Tim became the face of Innova, and what a face he was. He was the most kind person, and he was the most encouraging person. He encouraged everybody. And his signature move was, I'd come in and anybody would come and say, how you doing, Tim? And he'd go, how are you doing? And that was Tim from the start to the finish. He was just the pleasant guy. And then Tim had a heart for us masters. Even back then, he was wanting to encourage older players to play. So he initiated the first U.S. Masters tournament in 2000 at Whittier Narrows. And I know there were at least 5 people here that played in that first one, which was Mark Hauser, who played MA60 here, Tom Schott, MA80 or MP80, Tita Ugaldi playing the MP65 or 60, myself in the 65. They knocked me down to 65, and fortunately I won. So it worked out well for me. And my wife played in the MP60 also. So it was an awesome, awesome tournament. And then this is a little bit of a quote about Tim, but while Tim created the U.S. Masters as a disc golf competition to honor age-protected players, Tim wanted this event to be about celebrating sportsmanship and having fun. And so that's what it was. He passed in 2008, and so we lost Tim at the young age of 50. So he only got to play Masters for 10 years. but play he did. So we honor his memory with this event named the Tim Selinske U.S. Masters Disc Golf Championship. Please remember that Tim would have personally wanted each and every player to volunteer, have fun, and celebrate disc golf. Thank you, Tim.
Mark Horn, PDGA number 67, the lowest PDGA number in this week's event. The highest number was 250,300 and change. So everybody, it seems, represented in this Masters tournament, and that was a wonderful summary of just the event by talking about the person that the event is named for.
Definitely, Mark lit up when we told him that PDGA number 250,000, whatever, was here. And then we got a brief history lesson on some of those lower numbers. It's just so incredible to always hear about the history of the sport. And it's so important that we preserve that and continue to share that for the 250,000 numbers and beyond.
Well, shifting gears from history to what happened today, let's check out the highlights of some of our pro divisions. The day was all about Own. At the 8th, the 336-foot par 3, Own off the tee to the backhand. Tree kick a little unlucky at first, and then lucky. Gets around the base of the trunk now from circle 2. Early exclamation point on the championship for Own Scoggins. A little bow. That won't be the last bow Own takes on the day. Ahead to the 17th. 307 feet straight up the very steep hillside. Advances with the forehand. Now again, circle 2. You see the whiskers there just in front. Acknowledging the crowd. Another bow. Own to the 18th. Tapping out. Your U.S. Master champion. Congratulations from her card mates. And announced to the world a major winner yet again, Own Scoggins. Going into the final day, Cale LaVisca 3 off the lead here at the 4th. Tricky wooded tee shot, bad kick there. So now Cale from distance through the trees. And in for the bonus birdie. Philo trying to maintain a lead now at the 10th. Steeply up the hillside.
Beautiful.
To the flat. No nonsense birdie for Philo. Philo trying to maintain the edge. Now going to the 13th. An obstructed putt here. Low ceiling. Through the tree branch into the bottom of the basket from about 44 feet. Cale now needs to make a late move. Down by 1, the 17th. The uphill par 3. Cale makes the narrow gap. Has this uphill putt for the birdie. And with just 1 to go, Cale LaVisca ties things at the top. So we move to the final hole of the day, the 72nd hole of the championship. Cale with OB left and right. Center of the fairway. Now Philo with the pressure on. Philo right there into the chain. So now Cale LaVisca, pressure on. Must make to force a playoff. Dead center. 72 holes, not enough. The coin flip.
Oh, Jesus. That's on team. It is heads.
Cale LaVisca to throw first in the playoff. Hole number 1 of the playoff, the 11th. Downhill par 3. Cale doesn't get the swing off the ground. He's just outside of the circle. So now Philo with that drive on 18 fresh in his memory. Cale from circle 2 gets that disc up in the breeze just a little bit. Can't get it to drop, so Philo, don't think about it too much. And Philo Brathwaite, his first PDGA Major Championship. Gets congrats from Kale.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 PDGA Tim Selinske U.S. Master Champion in the MP40 division, Philo Brathwaite! Good job, Philo!
You guys want me to talk? Don't you guys listen to me talk all the time already? Like,
This is important.
oh man. What a huge monkey to get off the back after 20 plus years of playing. Been hungry for a major my whole career, and this is amazing. Thank you, brother. Lots of things that I'm going through the head. First off, tip of the caps to the guys I played against this weekend. You guys are class acts. Been looking up to you guys a long time, most of you. Thank you for the inspiration. Thanks to guys like Mark Horn and Susie Horn, OG in the house, baby. That feels so good. OG.
2 major wins today.
Thank you, brother. Obviously, thanks to all my sponsors, Innova Champion. It's been an amazing ride with those guys, 18 years. It's been a daydream, really. I really can't think of anything else I could ask for. Millennium, Squatch Bags, the OG Disc Golf Club, and anybody who supported me on this journey, just thank you from the heart. Thank you so much.
Yeah, buddy. Veterans love you, man.
Yeah, I've had a lot of good memories. Obviously, the best memory I could think of, flinging one in up at Milo, but I didn't win that tournament, so it didn't really do it for me, This feels like redemption in Oregon. Thank you guys so much. Big shout out to my friend Karen Lindsay. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Well, Hayden, as the sun gets low in the western Oregon sky, we reflect on a week that was a lot about reflection and memories and cherishing loved ones that are here and loved ones that we've lost.
Definitely, and 21 times on that 18th green, you just felt that moment of pride and joy when someone becomes a PDGA major champion. So, just incredible. Looking back on the life of Jonathan Baldwin, remembering Tim Selinske and all the pioneers that have got us to this point in the sport, it's just an incredible week, and that's exactly why we're here.
A lot of people talked about feeling like there was something like magic in the air. And I think we saw a little bit of what they meant by that through all of the memories and then the inspired play by every single one of our 21 major champions. Some of them champions for the very, very first time. Some of them only picked the sport up a handful of years ago. So a very inspiring week here in Oregon. Hayden, any final thoughts from you?
Just incredible. Be sure to watch the coverage and check out everything. Just Philo on the green there when he tapped it in, I think that sums it up what this meant and how much time he's put into that sport and acknowledging so many pioneers around him. So I think that moment right there perfectly sums up the week.
And Philo is a one-time, and for him, that one time means everything, just like it does for so many other champions today. Well, for Hayden Henry, I'm Grant Zellner. We have got to hit the road because major season feels like it's just now getting underway. Lots more to come this summer from the PDGA.